Now is the time to talk what you can do outside of investing to accelerate the dream of living off dividends. There are 4 main things and I will go over them now. First, it's obvious that if you spend everything you earn, you won't have anything to invest. So literally the first thing you can do is try to cut some expenses. I'm not talking about living like a Buddhist monk here, but perhaps you can skip that Starbucks coffee or bring your own food to work instead of spending $20 each day on that meal. The coffee plus lunch alone can save you $500 a month, which is half of what we invested monthly in all of our previous examples. This is not some imaginary situation. Literally, the moment I stopped ordering meals for lunch a few years ago, my expenses for food went down with $600 a month. It's crazy how some things add up without us realizing. Second, find a way to start earning more from the thing you are doing currently. If you're an employee, take a good look at what you're contributing to the company with. Think of all the ways that your employer's business would be worse off or even collapse if it wasn't for you. Make a detailed report, preferably with numbers. Get your CV in order and check what other options you have. Get your emergency fund ready, which should have a couple of months of expenses covered. Then, go into your employer's office and tell them with a respectful but firm voice, listen, I want to continue to be a part of the company. I contribute in this and this way. Your life is better because of that and that. I would like to explore the possibility of getting a raise. Wait for their answer, and if the answer is negative or even worse, disrespectful, politely explain that you have other options and in that case it will be better if you quit the company and be ready to actually do it. Remember, no one that goes into a negotiation without the ability to say no can ever succeed. If you're actually valuable to the company and if your employer is a clever business owner, you will get promoted. And if he isn't, then it is time to move on and find a new job. You can easily get the raise, and once you have it, do not improve your lifestyle, but put it all into one of the previous investment strategies, just like we talked already. If you already have a business, identify the bottleneck the business has. Do you need to outsource something so that you can be free of work that doesn't contribute to the growth? Do you need more exposure so more people know about your product or service? If you are tight on cash, can you think of a way to get some customers to pay more upfront or even before you create the next product so that you shorten the cash cycle? These are all questions you need to ask yourself. All right, third, find a side job or a side hustle. In today's gig economy, there are thousands of options and they all depend on your preferences and skills. From driving for Uber to doing freelance on sites like Fiverr or Upwork, you can easily spend a few more hours per day working to make that extra $1,000 that you will then put right into your portfolio. I will get to the fourth option right in a second, but I just want to let you know that if all the investing jargon and in general talk about dividends and money and inflation, etc. is a bit complicated for you, I have a free investing masterclass for which you can sign up by clicking the link in the description. It is perfect to get your foot in the investing world and more specifically, building a portfolio for passive income and achieving financial freedom. Okay, now to the fourth option you have to increase the amount of money you make. It is to start a business. This is how I have made my money that I then invested and which allows me to currently enjoy financial freedom. It has the biggest potential upside, but also is the riskiest part. Here is my warning. If you are not an entrepreneurial type, it could be devastating both for your health and your relationships, so don't do it. Of course, it's hard to know until you start, but in general, if you can't tolerate chaos, if you need absolute certainty, and strict rules to follow, and if you feel devastated when something doesn't work for the first time, then building a business isn't for you. And that's okay. There's a famous saying by one of the entrepreneurs that I follow that the 50th man in Facebook is way richer than 99.9% of all business owners. So if you're an employee type, great, do more of that. There is nothing wrong with it, and I'm sick of the business YouTube gurus trying to convince you otherwise. Just remember my previous points about increasing your salary or starting a side hustle. This is just a part of my guide on how to retire with dividends. To watch the full version, click on the video that should have appeared on your screen already.